All right, let's get to it, man. CEO thought of the day, man, is this, man. You don't get what you worth, you get what you negotiate. Listen what I'm telling y'all. Listen, man, I read a book. I read Jay-Z book. Um, Let me pull that up, man. I read Jay-Z book. Have y'all ever heard of Decoded? Right? Jay-Z had this book called Decoded, and it came out in finna see when it came out. But I read it when it came out. See if I could bring that up. Yeah, can y'all see that? Let me see if y'all can see that. A little bit too much shit open. All right, Jay-Z got this book called Decoded, right? And it came out in what year did it come out in? Came out in 2011. Yeah, the book came out in 2011 and it's called Decoded, right? By Jay-Z. This is the cover of it. Yeah, this is the cover of it. These all these little weird things here. Hold on, let me see if I can bring that up. Shit, I can't bring it up. But yeah, the book is called Decoded. I don't I don't know if y'all ever read the book or if y'all even know about the book, but the book came out in 2011, right? And in this book, one of the things that he said in this book that was pretty dope, something that I picked up on and something that I kept and something that I wanted to share with y'all as we go into the Terrence Howard situation. In his book, he say, man, any situation that you go into, any business situation that you go into, you got to remember this. You never going to get what you worth. You only going to get what you can negotiate, right? And it's based on your negotiation skills and understanding negotiation, right? That you could get what you need out the situation. Point blank, period. Nobody is looking at what you are worth. I got a call yesterday about an interview and different things, and you just be surprised by how many people don't have no idea how to do business or how to negotiate. Motherfuckers just think that they worth something and that somebody should see the value in them and pay them for that for what they worth. It don't work like that, bro. Yeah, when you really doing business and you really dealing with numbers, you don't get what you worth, you get what you can negotiate. The word negotiate means a couple things. You get what you could bring to the table, right? And what you bring to the table works in the situation. That's what people are willing to pay you for. They willing to pay you for that. And what piece of what you bring to the table is left over for them or what's left over for you. But when you come to the table and you broke and you in need, you don't get what you worth, man. You get what you negotiate. And that happens at every phase of life, right? Y'all don't even know how much that happens. That happening right now at work. When y'all are at work, y'all have went into a situation and got a job. Let's just say we go to Amazon right now. They paying $15 an hour. I'm not even negotiating that because I'm looking at it. I don't have no money. I want $15 an hour or $20 an hour. I'm going in there. I'm getting a job and I'm working. So they didn't already figured out what they gonna pay you, and that's it. That's all you gonna get because you are in need. You need them, they don't need you. So there's no negotiation. Now, Amazon and created a union, I believe, and the union is going to negotiate on behalf of the workers, right? But most companies don't even have a union, right? Nobody to negotiate for the workers. So whatever standard the company set, the worker got to deal with because the company, you need the company doesn't need you. And workers may be a dime a dozen. People are coming up all the time. So the problem is, and why I'm giving you that analogy is, as people on the come up, we are not used to negotiating. We are not used to understanding value or knowing our worth. So we are used to seeing somebody offer us something and us take the offer because we don't have no other offers. I need a job, so I'm going to Amazon. But the minute you're put in a situation where you have some value and you have to negotiate your value, you don't even know what your cost is. Yeah, you don't even know what your cost is. So it's like this. Niggas go to work for $25 an hour. I'm just gonna say, we gonna say, we gonna keep it simple. You go to work for $25 an hour. You work 8 hours a day. That's $200 for an eight-hour period of time that you work for. And you happy doing that. Why? Because you didn't have this before you got it. All right. So your worth is $25 an hour, right? And your worth is $200 a day. When I say worth, I'm not talking about your soul. I'm talking about your work output is worth $25 an hour, and your work output is worth $200 a day. That's what you have accepted as pay. And that's fine that you have accepted that, right? No problem. That's cool. You fine with that. That is quote unquote work. Somebody created a position, they hired you for it, and you accepted the position. All right. So you work 8 hours a day, $25 a day. You get $200. I mean, $25 an hour, $200 a day. Cool. So now you create something away from work. Now you away from work, right? You let's just, you are away from work, and something, you away from work, and you make t-shirts, right? Yeah, we're just gonna use me as an example. Now you away from work, and you got a clothing line you trying to create, right? All right, you're gonna be famous, this shit gonna work. You create this t-shirt, right? All of a sudden, you don't know how to negotiate prices. You don't know how to negotiate, and you don't know how to set value, because a motherfucker will call you and ask you, say, man, I like them t-shirts, man. How much for 100 of them? You go right to the weed man mentality. You selling 3 for 10. Oh man, just give me $20. You like, oh man, give me this. You don't really understand your worth. Or then somebody will call you and ask you to make a shirt, and you'll be like, man, the nigga trying to get me to make 100 shirts for $300. I ain't doing that. He got to give me $1,000. Now wait a minute, bro. You work 8 hours a day for $200. Listen, you work 8 hours a day for $200, but I gotta pay you $1,000 for 2 hours worth of work. Listen, you want me to pay you $1,000 for something you could do in 2 hours and you do within a day, but you want to go to work, right? That take you away from that for 8 hours, and they only give you $200. That's what I mean about negotiating, man. People do not know how to negotiate their prices. They do not know how to negotiate their value. They never been in a real situation where they had to do that. Going to work and negotiating and understanding value and prices in business is two totally different things. In the book, Decoded, Jay-Z kind of explained that, right? He explained it very thorough. And he said, you don't get what you're worth, you get what you can negotiate. And niggas don't know how to negotiate because we've been at work all our life. I'm not speaking negatively of people that's at work. I'm just explaining to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Anything, man. You just be surprised when you call people and try to do business with people. They do not know how to negotiate. They do not know prices, and they can't even think in their mind that, wait a minute, I only work for $25 an hour. So why am I charging this person more? Right? Why am I charging more than $25 an hour for something I could do in 2 hours? If that's the case, the shirt should be $50, or the shirt should be this, because you got to base it on the time that you putting in. And right now, your time is on you willing to accept $25 an hour. So why, when I show up, it's $1,000? Hey man, I need you to come take some pictures for me, man. How much you charge to take pictures? Now you work 8 hours a day for $200, but when I ask you to come take some pictures for me, you tell me, well, normally what's the event? Oh man, I'm just having a little function at Charleston White, having a celebrity basketball game. How much you charge? Oh well, shit, man. If it's that, I need $350. Well, how long is the thing? Well, listen, man, this is from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock, right? Okay, so it's 4 hours. So now you need $350 to come take pictures of Charleston White at the celebrity basketball game because it's Charleston White and you think your value worth that. And the whole time I'm talking to you, you at work getting $20 an hour and you up there for 8 hours. That's what I'm saying about not knowing how to negotiate and not understanding what negotiating is. And that's not only for people that's at work, that's for these celebrities and everybody in this business circle you see. That's why they come back and talk about how they got robbed and how they got took advantage of, right? You don't get what you worth, you get what you negotiate. After this break, I'm going to prove that, well, I'm not going to prove shit. Terrence Howard is going to prove that to y'all. Yes, the great Terrence Howard did not know how to negotiate, and he's coming back to try to sue people for some of the biggest movies he made. Why did Terrence didn't know how to negotiate? Because he was used to getting $25 an hour, and he didn't understand how to value himself when it came to taking care of business. But we're going to get to that at the break, man. Stick around. We're going to break that down, man. Straight like that, man. Let's get it.